Oh, hello. It's been a while. Just want to give it a moment so that I can test a few things. Make sure I got sound for one. Looks like it's gone. Alright. I got audio. That's good enough for me. Can work with this. Alright. The world looks a little different since we last left it. So I spent a bit of time. I broke everything down. I removed everything, and I started from scratch. With I was trying the new Lumen and what's the other one? Nanites. I was trying that. See if I can get better performance. But even with an empty world, the performance was worse than this full world filled with trees and all other kinds of things. We're going to do sky, so my time is currently broken in the game. But that's fine. We're using the ultra dynamic sky. And I will build into this eventually. But for now... let me have a quick little look-see. I need a new mouse, I think. My ability to scroll is... Sound effects, sound occlusion... Where's your time? Time related. Wind, blah 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 blah. We're looking for time. God damn, there's so much shit. You don't just have something time related? There's gotta be something in here. I know I've already been changing it. I'm playing with it. I know there's a time. Alright, we're just gonna deal with it always going quick. I can't seem to find the time. I'm not gonna waste time on that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we need to work on getting a manager working. So this guy got a location manager here. We're gonna add something new for this. Also, I need to add some new actors in the buildings. We're got a bakery. Let's just say pub BP. I've got some little guys here that we're going to use. Scene. Okay, so we're going to add a scene. You know what, let's add you to the scene, and then we'll add a sphere. Attach. Well, that doesn't help me, does it? Okay. You can be visible again. I want it nice and square. Might be easier if I just change the anchor point. Right. I mean, that looks good enough. Actually, maybe not. Is this a little in the ground? I guess it would be. I guess it would have to be because you are at 0, 0, 0, right? You are. Alright, so we're going to lift you up. Where's the signal? Oh, there you are. I should have done this off screen. Alright, let's get you about there. Where's my, let's get an arrow. Now we can just line, nope, you've got to be attached to you. Yes, perfect. Get the U. I mean, it looks like it's lining up with the arrow a little bit. Alright, good. That'll do. Alright, we can leave that as is. Sphere and arrow, they can disappear. And now, if I grab my pub, I mean, it's close enough. It could stand to be lifted up a little bit, just a smidge. How much did we lift it up by that? So 0. Maybe about 30. So we'll go 95. It's about there. So if I drop him in now, that's a little off, but it's fine. I'll quickly make just make a house. Small houses. Oh, that's a different one. I've already got a house. I'm going to ignore that house. I'm going to use this house. So add a scene in. This one doesn't seem so bad. And I'm just going to add a sphere. It does seem a bit high, doesn't it? But you know what? That might be fine. That might be fine. I think it's okay to be a little high. Yeah, it's too bad. Okay, so we got that. So I think that'll be enough for a test. I've got this bad boy open, just so, because it's something I need to have a look at. This guy. So this is just an empty project, but it moves to where we click, and that clicking is what I'm after. But this is in the controller, which is, I mean, I understand that's okay. So we do it in the controller. Actors, game files. Okay, actors, landscape, managers. We're gonna add it into the managers. We're gonna make a pawn, and the pawn's gonna be called controlled manager pawn. So I think it's gonna be simple. We might add a sphere just so that we can sort of get a gauge on where we are. Alright, and I am gonna need, I do have the building widget, but I think it's like kind of hard coded into something else, my character, so that might not work for now. Where would it be? Where would it be? It would be maybe in HUD. So if I take a look at my building widget, which, aha, here you are. Okay, refresh, construct. I mean, those are mostly fine, but the build buttons are where it's probably going to have a little bit of issues, right? Yeah. So right now it's all really looped into this. Set data, change player ghost. Owned widget. I don't know. I think that would just be the building widget, right? Owned widget self. Yeah, it's just this. And the owning player controller. So we can kind of keep that, I think. Okay, so this works off of the owning widget. Check a player can build. Hold this thought. I'm gonna make a new widget because we might just I'm probably gonna rehash all of the building components anyway. So if I go to game files, HUD, let's make a new one. Blueprint. Let's just make a user interface. Yeah, just make a user widget. make a manager building widget. Actually, we do have the other main widget as well, don't we? Maybe I should look at building it into that one so that I don't keep doing these. Okay, so player HUD. We do have the property manager, but it's not really prop manager. Yeah, that's a different one. It's not really going to be too helpful to swap into that. Yeah, it'll be a we're going to make a new one. We're going to make a new one. So just so I can tell if it's actually on the screen with the new one, I think what I'm going to do is we'll go to designer, text, not text box, comment. Slap it in the middle, come up top here, and we're just going to say test build, just so I can see it. And when we do this, I think, yes, we're going to go construct, and we're going to go get a pawn. Get player pawn. Now we're just gonna promote this to, I don't want it to be a pawn, I want it to be an actor. Player pawn. And then we're going to make a new pawn. Come down here. Oh, I made it already, didn't I? Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Inventory, characters, actors, managers. Okay, controlled manager pawn. I'm gonna change this to building pawn. And we're gonna make some new interfaces just for this guy. Go blueprint interface, and with the blueprint interface, call this let's make one called move Y, move X. And the only value I want is going to be this. Just say value. Alright, so we come back to my building pawn. Building pawn interface. I'm going to add you. move X, move Y. Oh, also, let's add a camera. Add, what do we got? A spring arm. I'm going to add a spring arm. I'm going to add you to the spring arm, a spring arm to the sphere. And now, what I believe we want to do, I want it to sort of face downwards a bit, yeah? Maybe a lot, not like completely down. Point interface, we'll go zoom in, value, zoom out, value. I'm sure there's a scroll wheel option. Okay, so now we're going to go back to our new, it's not building widget, not building button, we'll get rid of those. Manage your building widget. We're going to add some overrides, and the override we want is, we're going to say key down, and no, not function, get out of here. And on key up. And now, mouse wheel. Perfect. But what would the mouse wheel be? I don't really know much about the mouse wheel. Get wheel delta. I'm gonna look this up real quick. I'm gonna have a little cheatsy doodle. It doesn't really help. Input event. Nah, we don't want mouse down. No, it's not mouse button. It's not wheel either. What's the fucking mouse event? I'm not going to use the mouse wheel for now because I'll look into this later. Shut up. So we're just going to use this one until I replace it. This one, I mean. Okay, so on key down. I'm just going to say handled. Handled. And then get key. Actually, maybe it's something like that. Let's have a look. See. Get touchpad wheel delta. You know what? That might work. That could work. Maybe it was this all along. And what we will do is we're going to say player pawn. Zoom in. There you go. Maybe that works. Maybe it doesn't. I have no clue. Because I don't know what this is. Let's see if we can get this to work. Print. This is going to be a pure test. And I just want to append this actually. This is going to be mouse wheel. Add a space in there, slap you in there, perfect. Why? On key up, yeah, that's okay. Handled. Get key. And with the get key, we just say equal to, alright. So the first one, we're going to say W. True, yep, that's fine. And we're just going to copy you. Come here, I'm going to say A. If you are an S, no, S. True. If not, got two more to do. A and D. And no matter what, always handle. And folks, you know, I handle that as well. Okay, that's on key up. I want to do the same here, but on key down. Struct. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we've got the player pawn. Let's go to the player pawn, the building pawn. prevent possessed. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna wait, delay for, let's say, 1 second, and then sanctuary controller. So we're going to ignore all of this. We're going to come down here and we're going to say I should make sure that the player HUD is not visible. Custom. Yeah. Spawn building pawn HUD. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we'll make sure this, I don't want to remove it, I just want to hide it. How do we hide you? Surely I've got something in here. It just sets it hidden. So maybe we can do that. You know, hide all menus. That's the whole point of that, I believe. Just all of you. Yep, excellent. No menu. Wonderful. Is it spawn? It's not spawn. What is it? What is it? Create. We want to create a widget. The widget is going to be our building. Manage a building widget. And this one I can't just create and destroy. I'm going to say, hey, promote you to a variable. Man build which. Obviously I only want to do this if this isn't already existing. It's not valid, do this. Custom. Remove build which. Do the same thing, because we'd only call this from the, you know, I'll keep it, but yeah, if it is valid, just get you. Remove from parent. Nothing special. No fanciness. Okay, so we do. Set mouse. Where am I? I'm in the PC. Set mouse. It's show mouse cursor. It's true. But before we do this, add to viewport and set focus. Then do this. And then we can leave that as is. Actually, maybe... Yeah, anyway. Okay, so with our building point, we've got our camera. What's the camera function? Camera. Maybe I should swap to my older... one of my other... What's it called? Projects. What is it? I think view, maybe view. Blend. Okay, this is way too many. It's one of those ones that never really wants to show me. It's like view target or something. There we are. There we are. And target is player controller. And I typed in all of these words. It should have come up. I do want context. But I'm not in the player controller. Son of a bitch. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. So set view why player controller this is not a player controller. I always thought this was like a player controller. So what I am gonna do is, I'm just gonna say, before we do the delay, let's make sure we're getting to the right plane. To player. Let's just make this a pure cast. And we're gonna, let's make a new promote the variable player C. Okay, so make sure this is the player controller. We're gonna get you Maybe it's just self. Because we've got a thing. Blend time, let's say 5. Nah, we'll say 2 seconds. 2 seconds is enough time. And hopefully it should swing to this camera. Alright, so that's when we get possessed. Then we'll go to you and we will say building pawn HUD. That's what we're doing. Okay, so that should give us the control of this. Okay, so this is going to have to be event move, and then I'm going to have to add 2 more events. The event is going to be stop move. Y. And we'll do, because technically it would keep calling them, but if I leave it in there like this, it'll be very sort of jittery and jumpy, and it will look horrible. So this way we can get sort of smooth. So when we do, these are just stopping, so they don't need a value. Also, zoom out, zoom in, stop move X, stop move Y. So these guys, we're going to come down here, and all we want to do is we're going to get maybe the spring arm. Let's just say set length, get target arm length, and then we'll just plus this by this, and maybe that'll work, maybe it won't, unless it's a negative value. Oh wait, let's zoom out. So this would be minus. Minus, subtract, U to U to U. Oh wait, zoom out. Yeah, I had it the right way, because this would be out and in. Maybe we'll just swap it later. We'll check that it actually works first. Did we even set it up? I don't believe we did. Mouse wheel, zoom in. I suppose what we could do is say greater than . Because we'll say, okay, so if it's greater than 0, then zoom in, right? And if it's less than 0, zoom out. I think that's how it works. Same thing. Okay, so on key up, on key down. First thing is key down. What we're gonna do is move X move Y. Okay. I don't actually know which is which. I assume Y is always up and down. So I believe Y is up and down, right? X and Y. So we'll bring U down here, because I believe U would be X. We'll just say -1. Ah, shit, no. W to do. Yeah. No, it's right. It's right enough. Not even going to get a value. We'll just say 1. -1. Yeah, that's fair. Play a pawn. 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 And then on key up, we're doing the same, but we're gonna go stop, move Y, stop, move X. So the X is down here. Yes. Okay, so we've got the mouse, we've got the keys. And we've got you. Alright, that's alright. That seems okay. So with move X, building point. Zoom in, zoom out, that's fine. I'm gonna bring you two up here. Custom. No wait, we're not doing a custom. Let's make a timeline. And I guess what we're gonna do is we're gonna self get our world location of just ourself. Split. For the record, we are not affected by gravity. Do you not have gravity? Oh, that would be a movement thing, wouldn't it? I guess this thing's not affected by gravity, which is neat. Business plan. I don't want to auto possess. Okay. I don't think we're going to be affected by much, which is nice. Because I do want this to be locked into place on the X and Y value. So we're going to get on our Z value, where I want it to be the same at all times. Which, by the way, I need to figure out. Okay, so let's say we've got you. Actors, managers. Okay, let's slap you in here. that's not too great. Control. Nope. Say 300. It's about 500. That'd be fine. Okay, so we're gonna get our world value. So with move X, we're gonna get our X value and plus by whatever this is. It might be a bit low, so I might turn that down a smidge. Let's say 0.1. Add a float. One value 1. Wunderbar. Okay, so we got you. Okay, so building pawn, we'll just say promote the variable. Current expos. And then we'll get this, that view in there, plus this, and this will become new expos. And we just play from start, and we will lerp these two on update. We will say let to the new expos, you come here, and what we will do is we're going to grab our self. We're just gonna say set world location, get world location, split struct pin, Y, Z, update, U. Alright, that'll do. And then we want to do the same, but down here with U. I was just thinking actually, there's nothing for me to stop really, is there, with this current setup? And I think that's because this is supposed to set off a timer. Custom. Yeah, slap you here, play from start, and I did the same, and I'm gonna say current wire pause. This is only. It's always plussing though. That's the problem. That would be the other problem. I guess we're gonna base this on not we're plussing or reducing. Let's say begin move Y. You know, maybe what we can do is, can we just do like move? Because I will simple move to. There might just be like a simple moving node. I don't want the move to though. Yeah, nah, we're just gonna do this. Okay, where were we up to? First of all, I'm gonna make a couple of changes. Are you greater than 0? If yes, slap you down, custom, you're the X, yes? Yes, excellent. Promote the variable. Move X input. So yeah, that's fine. If it's true, then we will say move X. I'm just trying to think of where I can inject this. Maybe just up here. Begin move X back. I think we just do all this, but this one will be plus. So this can come up here. And then we'll do this down here. This will be a negative. 1. And it will subtract. Yep. Timer. Just say this will be move X time. Zero 0.1 and looping. I mean, if you push both at once, maybe I'll have a problem here. Because it would only cancel one. But, oh... Okay, there we go. So now, if we stop X back, all we got to do is cancel and clear and invalidate, which has cleared both of them. And we'll do this down here because we'll have 2 more which do the same thing. Move Y input. Again, Y movement. Custom. I just say begin Y move back. Variable Y move B. Y move. And then we'll come here and we do the same, and then we say Y move B, and then we go Y move. So now we'll come here and we'll go current Y pos, say U. Plus say 1. You will make a variable. New Y pos. Play from start, and we do the same with negatives. Current Y pos minus, so 1. Say current pos Y, new Y pos. The alpha is U. Alright, and then this one we want U to be the alpha. That's fine. Take the X. It looks a little repetitive, but now we're gonna possess it. I think for the sake of testing, let's just get a reference to it. Build test. Okay, so if I go to the Sanctuary player controller, let's say if I press 5. If I press 5, get all actors class with tag, we will say, what is it? It's a building pawn. And the tag we just gave it is this tag. Get number 0 should be only 1, and we will say possess and we'll see if this works, see if it actually possesses this. It's nearly 5 AM. I might call it quits soon, unfortunately. Yes. I have no idea if any part of this is gonna work. I mean, well, it worked. But you see these key downs, etc., etc., etc. These inputs are coming from the other. Yeah, I'm not moving. But these key downs would be coming from the other menu, which is sad. means, how do I get priority? Because we've got you. I don't know which one of these menus that test is coming from. Might be this one actually. So, inventory. It's this one. But considering the player HUD has higher priority, or the maybe I can hijack it from here. Get player porn. This get class equals. Okay, so this equals building porn. Folks, you do these. Shut up. And if it's true, yeah. Player porn. Get player porn. Oh wait, I only did the stop. Oh, son of a bitch. Alright, it's a test. Let's just test the W. Does work. Can't argue with the results. I might need to adjust these numbers a little bit though. 20. I don't like having to like try and force this though, like this. The only thing is, why is it stopping? So I'm just trying to think. It still feels very slow, doesn't it? See if we get a better result with this. I'd say I didn't know why, but I do know why. Because this is still okay, so it should be 100 by this point, so it should be much faster when I remove it. Yeah. Like I said, I don't want to brute force it like that. Is there a way to steal focus? The thing is, I shouldn't be focusing on the player HUD. The player HUD still has focus, and that's why this worked. But I don't want it to have focus. How do I steal focus? Maybe if I just steal that? I mean, it didn't really help. I can't stop it though. That's the part that is... I shouldn't be able to stop it, but I can. I'm not too sure why. I wonder what's being called that is stopping it. There's nothing in here. EI, blah 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 blah. This one gets priority, I remember. Worst case, I just add this into the player HUD like I did with all these, and it should work. I think I'll just do that actually. but not tonight. One more thing I wanted to get working before I go. So if we go to the building pawn, you're way too small. Let's say 1,000. Is focusable, you say? You can't be focused? Focus. What do you mean? Is volatile. You focus. You don't have focus. Yes. Maybe that's the difference I need. Let's give that a crack. Feels like it's stuck. With the player HUD, key down. Ignore all that. Back to you. Building pawn. Sphere. No collision. Also you two. Camera, do collision test, no. Do you have collision? Collision. Okay, well it does have full control. The scroll seems to do literally fuck all. But something is broken, and I would believe it's probably my maths somewhere. So let's have a quick little squeeze at that. So move Y, blah blah blah, building pawn. Okay, so with move Y, we'll say if it is above, then we want to add, so we'll be adding our current position by this, our current position by whatever that is, to new position. It should play from start. Might be calling this multiple times, and then this is getting called multiple times. So maybe what we do is we say do once, do once, and then reset once you finish. See if that makes any difference. Still only one direction seems to work. I thought I was getting multiple directions. Why did you teleport? So we set the world location of our route by this in the update. Current to the new position. Oh, you. Well, that doesn't understand, right? That doesn't explain why the rest of it is broken. We should stop teleporting to this position at least. Not working, not working. I can't tell what's happening. Let's just say hello if this pops up at all. I mean, it was for a second, but then something else popped in. Then I lost control. something else has to be kicking in. Okay, so what I'm gonna do. We go to the building widget. Now come back here, event graph. Construct. Don't allow loose focus. Let's just say on focus lost. When we constructed, get the player controller, and let's just say, hey, if you lose focus, then set focus. Not yet. Set focus. Focus lost. Set focus. Maybe it's not a focus issue. Well, something crashed.